Jesus is not white. Plain and simple. I was talking to a few people, and the first one really kind of ticked me off. I was talking to this girl I hardly knew in the hallway, and she just stopped there, and we sat down and talked. And I don't know what made this conversation pop up, but we were standing outside the library, and she told me that she was a Christian and that she had this near-death experience where she had talked to Jesus, and she said, he's not anything what you would think in the pictures. And I thought, okay, well, she's saying that he's Middle Eastern and or black, which I completely agree with. There's no way that he could be white. So I said, so he was black. Oh yeah, he's a brother. And then she said, no, he was white with blonde hair and blue eyes. And I got really, really pissed, because there is no way in hell Jesus was Aryan. There's just no way. Like, that's so racist. Because he came from the Middle East. He would have been Middle Eastern. He was from Bethlehem. And after I told her that, what happened? I can't even remember what happened. I was so pissed though. And then later on, I was in drama class and I was talking to my friend Charity, and she said that Jesus was white, and I was trying to explain to her that Jesus was either Middle Eastern or black because he came from the Middle East. Just plain and simply. And she wouldn't let it go. She said, and her only reference to how he could possibly be white was the paintings that you see of him. And really, if that's going to be your only record, that's not accurate, because the only reason we have that depiction is because Leonardo da Vinci, when he painted The Last Supper, got a white guy to pose for Jesus' part, and really the whole reason he painted that was to kind of mock the Christian religion. And so anytime that you're praying, oh Lord, please, Lord, help me, and you're thinking of that, you're not even thinking of Jesus, you're thinking some random dude from Italy. He'll be sitting there, but hey, sorry, wrong guy, not Jesus, whatever. And so I tried to explain that to her, and then I turned to this other girl who was a Christian, and I said, please help me confirm what I'm saying. She said, nope, Jesus is white. I'm like, what? You all are idiots. So I go to the back of the class where there's this other girl who's a Christian that I know of, and I said, please help me. She said, Ethan, I love you, but I'm going to agree with them. I was like, what the fuck? And then one of them said that Jesus had no race. He was a manifestation. And I said, okay, well, what did he manifest into? And he's like, a man. I was like, well, what would have been his race? He's like, he didn't have one. He was just manifestation. And that makes no sense whatsoever to say that Jesus is a manifestation. Because if the Christian religion is true, then he is the embodiment of God, the incarnation of God in the physical form. So he would have had to have had a race of some kind. And he was born in Bethlehem, which is in the Middle East, and many people in the Middle East are of African descent. So, in order to, he would have had to have been either Middle Eastern, black, or the two combined, some kind of mixed breed. He would have in no way have ever been white. And one of the things that the girl said to me, now that I'm just now remembering, the one I was telling y'all about earlier, one of the things she said to me was the reason that the first black person ever existed was when Cain killed Abel. God turned his skin brown, and she said that's where the first black person came from. I about flipped the fuck out. I had to get up and walk away. I was so pissed that she would have said that. Like, just so ignorant to say that Jesus would be white just because you're white. Because what if there was somebody from China or Korea or something who was a Christian and said, oh, Jesus was Asian? It's the same thing. There's nothing to back that up. It's just ignorance. To say that Jesus was anything but black or Middle Eastern is stupid. And regardless of the paintings that you see. Besides, one of the Christian teachings anyway is to not have depiction of God, because one of the things they said was that God could be as big as he wants, or as small as he wants. He could be a bird, or he could be a snake, or whatever. He could be anything that he wants to. So you don't need to have a depiction of that. Just for the record, I'm an atheist, so yeah, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, it just kind of pissed me off that these people were saying this, but you know, whatever. Tell me what you think. Fuck what everyone else thinks.